We live in a world where conversations about physical health are becoming increasingly commonplace. We discuss diet, exercise, and sleep hygiene openly, yet we often shy away from a topic that is just as crucial: our mental health. This silence is deafening, particularly when we consider the staggering statistics. The World Health Organization estimates that nearly 280 million people worldwide suffer from depression. This is more than the entire population of Germany, France, and the United Kingdom combined. Clearly, we're facing a global crisis, a silent struggle that deserves our immediate attention. Mental health issues don't discriminate. They affect people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. From the student struggling to cope with exam pressure to the CEO battling burnout, mental health challenges can touch anyone's life. This makes it even more critical to break the silence, to normalize conversations about mental well-being, and to ensure that everyone feels empowered to seek help without shame or fear. The first step towards tackling any issue is acknowledging its existence. By understanding the magnitude of the mental health crisis, we can begin to dismantle the stigma and create a world where seeking help for mental health concerns is as natural as seeking help for a physical ailment.
Mental health is often misunderstood. Many think it refers only to serious mental illnesses. However, mental health encompasses a much broader spectrum. It's about how we think, feel, and behave. It influences how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. In essence, mental health is an integral part of our overall well-being. Think of it like this: just as we need our bodies to be physically healthy to function properly, we also need our minds to be healthy. A healthy mind allows us to navigate the ups and downs of life, build meaningful relationships, and reach our full potential. It's not about being happy all the time, but rather about having the resilience to cope with challenges and live a fulfilling life. Mental health is not a fixed state. It's fluid and can fluctuate throughout our lives. Factors like genetics, life experiences, and our environment can all influence our mental well-being. Understanding this dynamic nature of mental health is crucial. It allows us to recognize that experiencing challenges is normal, and seeking help when needed is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Mental wellness exists on a spectrum. Just like physical health, it's not an all-or-nothing concept. We can experience periods of thriving mental health and times when we struggle. It's important to recognize this fluidity and challenge the common misconceptions surrounding mental health. One persistent myth is that mental illness equals weakness. This couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health challenges can affect anyone, regardless of their strength or resilience. Factors like genetics, trauma, or chronic stress can contribute to mental health conditions. These conditions are no more a sign of weakness than any other health issue. Another misconception is that mental health issues are always visible. While some individuals may exhibit noticeable changes in behavior, others may experience internal struggles that aren't readily apparent. This is why it's crucial to remember that everyone's experience with mental health is unique. We must also debunk the myth that mental health conditions are permanent. Just as physical illnesses can be treated and managed, so too can mental health challenges. With the right support, individuals can experience recovery, manage their symptoms, and live fulfilling lives.
Stigma is a formidable barrier to mental health care. It thrives on silence, whispers, and judgment. It makes people feel ashamed to admit they're struggling and afraid to seek help. This is why mental health awareness is so crucial. It's about bringing these conversations out of the shadows and into the light. When we talk openly about mental health, we chip away at the stigma. We create an environment where people feel safe to share their experiences without fear of judgment. This openness encourages help-seeking behavior and allows individuals to access the support they need to recover and thrive. Awareness is also about education. By understanding the complexities of mental health, we can challenge our own preconceived notions and become more empathetic and supportive friends, family members, and colleagues. This collective understanding is essential for creating a society that is both informed and compassionate about mental health.
Section 5. The unseen struggle. When mental health goes unnoticed, one of the most concerning aspects of mental health is the prevalence of undiagnosed and untreated conditions. Many people suffer in silence, unaware that what they're experiencing has a name and, more importantly, can be treated. There are many reasons why people might not seek help for their mental health. For some, it's the fear of judgment. For others, it's a lack of awareness about mental health resources or a belief that their problems aren't serious enough. Financial barriers and limited access to mental health professionals are also significant obstacles. The consequences of untreated mental health conditions can be devastating. It can affect relationships, work performance, and overall quality of life. In some cases, it can even lead to self-harm or suicide. This highlights the urgency of addressing the barriers to care and ensuring that everyone has access to the support they need when they need it.
Section 6. Voices of Resilience. Real stories, real strength. Understanding mental health is about more than just statistics and definitions. It's about human stories, individual journeys of struggle and resilience. When we hear these stories, we gain a deeper understanding of the diverse ways mental health challenges manifest and the incredible strength it takes to overcome them. Consider Sarah, a successful entrepreneur who battled crippling anxiety for years. She hid her condition, fearing it would damage her business. It was only when she opened up to a colleague that she realized she wasn't alone. With support, Sarah sought therapy and learned coping mechanisms that allowed her to manage her anxiety and thrive both personally and professionally.
Or take David, a college student who struggled with depression after the loss of a loved one. He isolated himself, convinced that no one would understand his pain. However, a friend noticed his withdrawal and reached out. That simple act of kindness encouraged David to seek counseling, where he found a safe space to grieve and rebuild his life. These stories, and countless others like them, highlight the power of vulnerability, connection, and seeking help. They remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that recovery is possible.
Section 7. Extending a helping hand. Practical ways to show you care. You don't need to be a mental health professional to make a difference in someone's life. Sometimes the most impactful actions are the simplest acts of kindness and understanding. Here are a few practical ways you can support others. Listen without judgment. One of the most valuable gifts you can offer someone struggling is your ear. Listen attentively without interrupting or offering unsolicited advice. Let them know you're there for them, without judgment. Educate yourself. Take the time to learn about different mental health conditions, available resources, and how to support someone experiencing mental health challenges. Check in regularly. A simple text message, phone call, or visit can make a world of difference to someone feeling isolated. Offer practical help. Offer to assist with everyday tasks like grocery shopping, childcare, or transportation to appointments. These small gestures can alleviate stress and provide much-needed support. Encourage professional help. If you believe someone needs professional help, gently encourage them to seek it. Offer to help them find a therapist, accompany them to appointments, or research resources together. Remember, supporting someone with a mental health challenge requires patience, empathy, and understanding. Be there for them, offer a listening ear, and encourage them to seek professional help when needed.
Section 8. Seeking support. Resources for every step of the journey. Knowing where to turn for help is essential for both individuals experiencing mental health challenges and their loved ones. Thankfully, there are numerous resources available offering support and guidance every step of the way. Crisis hotlines. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, don't hesitate to reach out to a crisis hotline. These confidential services offer immediate support and can connect you with local resources. Therapy apps. Technology has made mental health care more accessible than ever. Numerous therapy apps allow you to connect with licensed therapists for virtual counseling sessions from the comfort of your own home. Support groups. Joining a support group can provide a sense of community and understanding. Connecting with others who share similar experiences can be incredibly validating and empowering. Mental health organizations. Organizations like the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, and the Mental Health Coalition offer a wealth of information, resources, and support programs for individuals with mental health conditions and their families. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Don't hesitate to reach out to any of these resources if you or someone you know needs support.
Section 9. Let's talk, let's listen. Your voice matters. We've delved into the facts, explored the spectrum of mental wellness, and discussed the importance of awareness and support. Now it's time for action. It's time to break the silence and start a conversation that truly matters. Your voice, your story, has the power to make a difference. By sharing your experiences, you can help chip away at the stigma surrounding mental health and inspire others to seek help. Whether it's a personal anecdote, a message of hope, or simply a statement of solidarity, your contribution matters. Let's create a space where vulnerability is met with compassion, and where seeking help is seen as a sign of strength. Let's use our voices to advocate for increased awareness, better access to care, and a world where mental health is treated with the same importance as physical health.
Section 10. Join the movement. Together, we can make a difference. The fight for mental health awareness is not a solitary pursuit. It's a collective effort that requires all of us to step up, speak out, and support one another. By working together, we can create a world where mental health is no longer a taboo subject but a topic discussed openly and honestly. Share this essay with your friends, family, and colleagues. Start conversations about mental health in your communities. Support organizations dedicated to mental health advocacy and research. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the larger movement for change. Remember, you are not alone. We are all in this together. Let's continue to raise our voices, share our stories, and work towards a brighter, more supportive future for everyone affected by mental health challenges.